Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Half Fast 719. Just driving out here. I don't know where I'm at. North of somewhere. I don't know. On the Interstate 5 corridor. Just cruising along. Wishing people would know how to drive, and really wishing semi-trucks just had their own lane, or they just had to stay in one lane. I don't know. I don't get why semi-trucks have to pass each other 5 miles an hour faster. It's like, what's that 5 miles an hour faster benefiting? But anyway, yeah, so basically I'm driving up to Roseville, California to work. They moved us from Stockton, California to Roseville, so it's like an additional hour and a half north of where I live. Anyway, so change the oil in the Audi. Put some fuel in it this morning, and I could tell that fuel is pretty crappy. The fuel that I bought is kind of junk because I'm not getting the mileage per gallon as I should. It says 37.2. I have no wind. I'm usually getting around 42 miles to the gallon through this stretch because it's kind of downhill-ish, and especially no wind. I usually get 42. But anyway, yeah, it was a long... Usually we get 6 days off, but this time we got 7 days off for the holiday, Labor Day. And yeah, got a lot done, not a lot done this morning. I was going to do a video, but I didn't. I was going to do a video, this morning of what I've done, walk around like I normally do, but I was just pressed for time to get on the road. I forgot I had to leave 2 hours earlier than when I was going to Stockton, so I have to shave my head, do all the other stuff I do. But yeah, ended up cleaning the garage mostly. Just threw trash away, like the battery boxes, all the solar stuff that was trash that I didn't need anymore, wrappers and stuff, and then ended up putting all the wiring away, all the wire connectors, cleaned up the stuff that I've been trying to clean off of the toolbox, just like Yamaha parts that I had in a Milwaukee bag. Put that in the shipping container. Threw some trash in the dump trailer. The thing's, it was full, or it seemed full, but it's almost like the more that it rained or more that it sits in there, the more it settled. So it's like only halfway full. So I gotta wait till it fills up, and believe me, I can fill it up, no problem. It's just doing the pine needles and stuff. My little tractor can't go high enough. I already tried to dump a load into the trailer, and it won't go high enough. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till it's empty, and then basically drive the tractor in there and dump the stuff in there from the rear with the doors open. So that's my plan for that. But there's plenty of trash that I can find, like in the barn there's a bunch of stuff that we're supposed to take to Goodwill, and I think it all got wet from the little hurricane, winter, thunder, whatever tropical storm we had that flooded. All the water came into the barn. So I think all those bags are pretty much trash because they're like clothes and pillows and stuff. So I'm sure it's got mold and everything. But so I can throw all that junk away and probably put more stuff out there. But I don't know. Yeah. So I did that today, this morning. Was working, tinkering on the van a little bit. I got two codes on the van. It's a mass airflow sensor code. It's one mass airflow sensor code that pops up two codes. And I was playing with it, trying to erase the code and do all that junk. And they kept popping up. The codes just kept... I'd erase them, check engine light would go off, boom, they pop right back up. And yeah, sometimes that happens when the codes pop up automatically if you forget to plug everything in. So I had the mass airflow sensor and the intake air temp sensor, I had those unplugged. And I was messing with it for like an hour, clearing it, resetting it, clearing it, kept popping up, and then I changed the air filter and plugged it all in. So that's why I was like, well, maybe the air filter's plugged, and maybe that's why it's throwing the codes. And yeah, so popped the hood, and I forgot I had everything unplugged because I was checking resistance and ohms. I was checking it all, and yeah, I forgot to plug it all back in. Or I didn't forget to plug it all back in. I think either got windy or started to rain, and I just closed the hood and was done for the day. But yeah, so as far as I could tell, the mass airflow sensor's fine. The air intake pressure sensor's fine. Everything seems to be working and within parameters, watching it on the scan tool. Everything seems to be working, coming on or on and off, has the right voltage, has the right everything. But anyway, people are dumb. Stupid lady has been behind me this whole time and keeps trying to pass me. It's like, we're all passing semis, so just sit behind me and go with the flow. But anyway, yeah, so I don't think it's the mass airflow sensor. Everything was reading good. Resistance, ohms, all that stuff, voltage, everything was good on both sensors. I was reading some forums and some people, whatever, some stuff, and they say it's kind of hard to delete those codes. You almost either need to have it reprogrammed, the ECU reprogrammed, or you have to do some other stuff, disconnect some other things, and then reset the codes. And then if that doesn't work, you unplug some stuff, start it, and make it go into a limp mode, and then clear the codes. So I just couldn't find that right up this morning. So yeah, I was playing with that, and then I started playing with the solar setup thing again, checking it all, had it on, and everything's working. Everything's good. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about the solar. I think it's done. One of you guys commented on a video and said leave as much room as you can because basically they grow. They're like rabbits and they grow. I thought that was funny because I'm already looking at a DC to DC charger. Basically it takes the 12 volts. I think I explained it in my last video. It takes the battery volt. You can basically charge the system with the van running. So already looking into that, and then eventually maybe get a third battery. Only third or a fourth battery, only because I'm going to need more amperage, I think, more amps per hour or whatever, for when I get an air conditioning unit, little 12 volt AC unit. But they say the one I'm looking at, they say it with a 300, I think it uses 308 amps for 10 hours. So if you have a 300 amp hour system, you can run it almost 10 hours. I don't remember if it was on, I think it was on medium setting, not eco setting. So I think I'll be good. I don't think I'll have too much running in the van, because like I said, I've already spent almost 6 months in the car, living out of the car, and I don't use anything. I just have a battery little brick, brick, and I have a little fan that I use. But those are cooler months when I sleep in the car to save money on the hotels. But yeah, so I think I'll be good. Considering my plan is for the shower, so I will have a 12 volt pump, obviously, to pump for the shower, and the shower will be heated by propane and propane accessories. But anyway, so yeah, I think I'm gonna do a propane stove, like a sink. I don't know. There's stuff in different shopping carts on Amazon, eBay, Facebook Marketplace. I have a bunch of stuff saved that I keep coming across. But the main thing to do is to get it insulated. So I got the floor insulated. I'm going to buy some spray foam everything. I think I'm going to run all my electrical. I think I figured out what I want to run as far as electrical. I want to have 2 or 3 different, I think it's going to be 2 switches for 6 lights, and then I'm going to run under cabinet lights, because I'm going to have cabinets up on top. So two switches of lights, so there'll be 2 lights on one switch and 4 lights on another switch. Water pump, ambient lighting, something else. I have a 6 gang switch panel, so I'm gonna have all 6 switches on basically lights and a water pump. I think that's pretty much all I need electrical for. And the fan, the attic fan thing, but I can just run that without a switch, and because you still have to push the button, so there's no point in putting it on a switch and then pushing the button. That's just dumb. So yeah, I'll just run direct power to that, and yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on. But we'll see. I think my next off days will be probably do some framing, run the electrical, and then see, I might, during this work week, I might order some stuff. I might order the spray foam, and I already have the wiring, I already have the lights, I already have connectors, I already have all the stuff for the electrical. I just need to find a water pump. I'm gonna do a propane thing. And then I have to have the diesel heater, run that diesel heater. But anyway, guys. And then the last thing I did before I left was I went into the toy hauler and fired up the Yamaha, and sounds good. Sounds mean. Gonna take it for a ride, I think on my days off next. So this is just a 7-day work week because we had a day off. So when I get home on Tuesday night, so Wednesday, I think or Thursday, probably Thursday, I'll take it out for a ride, go do some video of all the erosion that has happened in our area from the hurricane, tropical storm, whatever you want to call it. But alright guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna drive. I'm just gonna cruise, and I don't know, another 100 miles. I gotta pull over. I'll get some fuel, and then maybe I'll get some fuel. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just drive all the way up there. I like to get fuel just to stretch, but I might drive all the way up there because after work tomorrow I can just go to Safeway and get fuel. So I can earn points, and I think it's a better fuel, diesel. Alright guys, see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, do what you guys do. Keep being you. When I say that, that means just do your own thing. You don't have to be somebody else. Nobody's cool but yourself, and nothing's cooler than being yourself. Alright guys, later.